My ex came back to sabotage my new relationship with her best friend. What if the person you're finally falling in love with is your ex's best friend? And what if just when everything feels right, your ex walks back into town and starts pulling strings like a puppet master? Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Reddit's Wildest Love Stories, where breakups are messy, secrets don't stay buried, and your past? Yeah, it always finds a way back in. Today's story is set in the heart of Austin, Texas, and it's about Ethan, a laid-back, artistic guy who thought he left the past behind. 2 years ago, he broke up with his ex Mia. They were toxic. They fought. They wanted different things. It was over. Or so he thought. Because now, Ethan is dating someone new. Someone kind, supportive, gentle. Her name's Harper. She gets him. She sees him. But here's the twist. Harper? She's Mia's best friend. Or at least, she used to be. And now Mia's back. Back in town. Back in their lives. And what she does next, it'll leave you speechless. Is this a love triangle gone wrong? Or a revenge plan years in the making? Grab your drink, sit back, because this one is about to get messy. I never meant for things to turn out like this. 2 years ago, when Mia and I broke up, I was a wreck. We had been together for 3 years, passionate, intense, chaotic, but we wanted different things. She was all about travel and freedom. I wanted roots, stability. We loved each other, sure, but we were exhausting together. After the breakup, I went dark. No dating, no apps, just healing. That's when Harper came in. She and Mia had been best friends since high school, but after the breakup, they drifted apart. Something about choosing sides. Harper and I ran into each other at a coffee shop one day, just by chance. We talked, then we talked again, and before I knew it, I was smiling again, laughing again, feeling seen for the first time in years. I was hesitant at first. I mean, come on, dating your ex's best friend? That's a walking red flag, right? But Harper was different. Gentle where Mia was intense. Grounded where Mia was unpredictable. And the best part? She listened. Really listened. We kept it quiet for months. No social media. No tagging. No PDA in public. We didn't want drama. Then, Mia came back. She moved back to Austin after quitting her job in Seattle. Harper told me not to worry. They weren't close anymore. But Mia? She made sure to be seen. First it was random run-ins. At the same bar, same art exhibit, even the same damn farmer's market. Then came the cryptic messages Harper would get. Funny how fast some people move on. Must be nice to live in someone else's leftovers. And then, the bomb dropped. Mia told Harper there was something about me she needed to know. Something she had kept quiet out of respect, but now felt Harper deserved the truth. I don't know what she said. Harper won't tell me. But ever since that day, she's been distant. Cold. Like she's suddenly afraid to trust me. So here I am. Caught in the middle of a past I thought I left behind. And a present that's starting to fall apart. And I can't stop asking myself, what did Mia tell her? And is it even true? Okay, pause. Let's break this down. Because this love triangle is more tangled than a pair of wired earphones in your pocket. First off, Ethan. He seems like a decent guy. He was respectful enough to keep the new relationship private, tried to move on quietly, and even questioned the ethics of dating his ex's best friend. But here's the thing. Dating your ex's best friend? That's not just messy. That's full-on toxic soup potential. Even if Harper and Mia weren't close anymore, there's still a layer of betrayal there. Emotional loyalty doesn't just vanish. Now let's talk about Harper. Was she being naive when she got involved with Ethan? Or was she hoping Mia had truly moved on? Either way, it seems like she never expected Mia to come back swinging like a wrecking ball. But let's not ignore the wild card here. Mia. Mia didn't just come back into town. She re-entered the story like a villain in the third act of a telenovela. Strategic appearances, passive-aggressive texts, and then the ultimate power move. There's something about Ethan you need to know. Come on, that's not concern. That's sabotage dressed as sisterhood. So, what did she say? Is it possible Ethan did something shady during or after the breakup? Or is Mia fabricating drama because she can't stand seeing Harper win the man she couldn't keep? Let's be honest. Sometimes people don't want their ex back. They just don't want anyone else to have them. And poor Harper? Now she's stuck in a whirlpool of doubt, trust issues, and unspoken history. One whisper from the past, and the whole relationship is cracking at the seams. So we have to ask, is Ethan truly innocent here? Did Harper walk into something she couldn't handle? Or is Mia playing puppet master just for the thrill? This isn't just a love triangle, this is emotional warfare. And folks, it's far from over. You already know what time it is. Let's see what the Reddit detectives, therapists, and chaos lovers have to say about this juicy mess. And trust me, the comment section, it did not disappoint. Top comment, 47.2 thousand upvotes by you/messy, but smart. Mia didn't come back to reconnect. She came back to destroy. That girl opened a portal to hell and dragged Harper right in. 47.2K, 1.2K replies, Harper deserves better. Honestly, Harper should have told Mia from the start. You can't date someone's ex and hope the past stays quiet. That's called fantasy, not real life. 18.7KU/SpicyXGF. I am Mia. I've done this. Not proud, but it's real. Sometimes it's not about the guy. It's about the betrayal from your best friend. Thumbs up 10.4K. Girl, we need a full story time. You just here to judge. Plot twist. Ethan did cheat back in the day, and Mia kept the secret until she saw Harper kissing him. Now she's like, want to know the truth? Here's the whole cake. 22.1KU love triangle burner. All I'm saying is, if my bestie dated my ex, I'd haunt her in broad daylight. 12.3K, 2.1K, whoo. The Reddit courtroom has spoken. And the verdict? Everyone's shady. No one's innocent. And the ghost of relationships past? She's still lurking. So what do you think? Is Mia just bitter and vengeful? Did Ethan hide something major? Or did Harper walk into this love triangle blind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more messy stories straight from Reddit's wild side. Until next time, keep your heart open and your secrets locked up tight. My ex showed up at my wedding and said she still loves me. Picture this. You're standing at the altar, moments away from marrying the love of your life. The music is playing, your friends and family are watching with teary eyes, and everything feels perfect. Then, your ex-girlfriend, the one you haven't seen in over 3 years, walks in, not as a guest, not to offer her blessings, but to win you back. Right there, at your wedding. Sounds like the plot of a Netflix drama, right? Wrong. This is a real story from Reddit. And today, we're diving into one of the most jaw-dropping wedding day plot twists you've ever heard. What will the groom do? How will the bride react? And the ex? Is she chasing lost love? or just can't stand to see someone else happy. Buckle up, because this isn't just a love story. It's an emotional roller coaster, crashing straight through I do. I, 32 million, was marrying the woman of my dreams, Lily, 29 feet, in a small but elegant outdoor ceremony just outside of Denver. Everything was going according to plan. My groomsmen were hyping me up, the guests were seated, and Lily looked absolutely stunning walking down the aisle. Then it happened. Just as the officiant asked if anyone had any objections, that line that everyone thinks is just tradition, she walked in. Emily, my ex-girlfriend of 5 years. We hadn't spoken since we broke up 3 years ago. It was messy, full of back-and-forth arguments, a lot of emotional damage. And honestly, I thought we were done for good. She moved to Chicago. I moved on. So why was she here? Why now? She didn't just stand there quietly either. She walked straight to the middle aisle and said, loud and clear, "I object. I still love you." The entire venue went silent. Lily turned her head to me slowly, and I swear, the look in her eyes was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen. My parents looked confused. The guests were whispering, and I froze. I didn't know what to do. Emily kept going. She said things like, "I made a mistake. I was scared. That's why I left. You're supposed to be with me, not her." And in that moment, I had to make a choice. Do I respond? Do I ask her to leave? Do I walk away from everything I'd built with Lily for the past 2 years? Because of something unfinished with Emily? I looked at Lily. She was trembling, tears welling up in her eyes. And then I made my decision. Okay. Pause. Let's take a breath. Because that was intense. A wedding, an example, a public declaration of love, and a groom stuck in the ultimate emotional nightmare. Let's talk about it. First of all, Emily. Where do we even start? She ghosted this man 3 years ago. Not just ghosted, but left after a toxic breakup filled with arguments. Now she pops up out of nowhere, not even with a text or a phone call beforehand, but crashes his wedding? That's not love. That's not courage. That's emotional terrorism in a bridesmaid dress. Second, Lily. This woman has done nothing wrong. She planned a beautiful day, committed herself to someone she loved, and right when she's about to say, "I do," she gets blindsided by her fiancé's ex-girlfriend? That kind of heartbreak hits different. Now let's talk about the groom, our narrator. Some people in the comments were mad that he froze. But let's be real. How many of us would know exactly what to do if an old flame walked into our wedding with a declaration straight out of a rom-com? Still, he hesitated. He didn't shut Emily down immediately. He didn't run to Lily or say, "Get out." And that hesitation? It said everything. So, let's ask the real questions. Was Emily wrong to do what she did? Or was this her one last shot at love? Should the groom have acted faster? And most importantly, did he make the right choice? We'll find out in part 4. But for now, let's head to the Reddit comments, where people had a lot to say about this emotional car crash. You already know. Reddit did not hold back on this one. This story blew up, and the comments section was an all-out war. Team Lily versus Team Emily versus Team Dude, you're the problem. Let's read some of the most viral takes. Oh or no drama mama 87. Emily had 3 years to say something. You don't wait until the man is literally at the altar to grow a conscience. That's not romance. That's sabotage. 18.2 Key likes a petty pasta boy. Not him standing there like a deer in headlights. Lily deserved a man who'd protect her peace, not one stuck in a soap opera. 9.6 K likes too much Netflix. Plot twist. He leaves with Emily, they date for 6 months, and then she ghosts him again. Roll credits. Thumbs up 12.4K likes it soft heart Sarah. Okay, but imagine being Lily, all dressed up, heart racing, ready to say yes, and boom, your man's past just crashes your future. Thumbs up 7.8K likes it Truth Bomb Tony. No one talks about how manipulative it is to confess love in front of 100 people. That wasn't love. That was pressure disguised as passion. Thumbs up 15.1K likes, Phew! The internet has spoken. And honestly, I agree with a lot of these takes. Love isn't just about timing, it's about respect. And crashing someone's wedding just isn't it, no matter how strong your feelings are. But what about you? Drop your thoughts below. Would you ever take someone back after that? Is there ever a right moment for a love confession like that? And if you were Lily, would you still go through with the wedding? Let me know in the comments. I'm reading everything. And don't forget, like if this story broke your heart, share it with a friend who loves messy love stories, and subscribe for more weekly drama straight from the wild world of Reddit. See you in the next episode, where the love gets deeper and the drama gets darker. My boyfriend cheated with my sister. The ultimate betrayal. What would you do if the person you loved, trusted, and built a future with was cheating on you? Now, take that pain and multiply it. Because in today's story, we're diving into the nightmare of betrayal that cuts deeper than any breakup. This isn't just a story about infidelity. This is about a woman who found out her boyfriend wasn't just cheating. He was doing it with someone from inside her own family. Her older sister. Yep. You heard that right. Imagine planning your future wedding while your boyfriend is secretly sneaking around with your sister behind your back. Family dinners, holidays, birthdays, all while the two people you trusted most were lying straight to your face. And the worst part? She didn't find out by accident. She was meant to find out. Grab your popcorn because this one is messy, heartbreaking, and full of the kind of drama that makes Reddit go wild. I, 26F, was in a relationship with my boyfriend Jake, 28M, for almost 4 years. We met in college, moved to Austin together after graduation, and were already talking about getting engaged by the end of this year. Everything seemed perfect. I have one older sister, Rachel, 30F, who still lives in our hometown in Colorado. She's always been the golden child, successful, gorgeous, super confident. But despite our differences, I've always looked up to her. We've had our ups and downs growing up, like any siblings, but I never thought she'd do what she did to me. 3 months ago, Jake and I went back to Colorado for my dad's birthday. That's when Rachel and Jake officially met for the first time. And from the moment they shook hands, something just felt off. I brushed it off as paranoia. I mean, this is my sister and my boyfriend. Why would I even think something was wrong? But things only got weirder. After that trip, Rachel started texting me more than usual, asking random questions about Jake. What's Jake up to today? Or, what kind of music is he into again? Weird stuff she never cared about before. At first, I thought she was just trying to bond with him. Until one night, I noticed Jake texting someone at 1 a.m. I asked who it was. He said it was a work thing. But when I glanced at his phone, I saw the contact name, Rach. I didn't say anything right then. I couldn't even breathe. I just froze. The next few weeks were a blur. I started watching them more closely, and everything started to add up. Jake suddenly had errands at strange hours. Rachel stopped picking up my FaceTime calls. There was always this tension I couldn't explain. So, I did something I never thought I'd do. I opened Jake's laptop when he left it at home one day. The messages between them were there, hundreds of them, some flirty, some explicit. Photos, videos, confessions. They had been sleeping together for 2 months. The worst part? One of the messages said, "She's too naive to notice." It's almost fun. I broke down. I screamed. I cried until I couldn't see straight. When I confronted them, Jake just stared at me in silence. Rachel tried to blame me, saying I always took things for granted, and that she and Jake had a real connection. My own sister, the person who held my hand when I got my first heartbreak, became my worst heartbreak. I packed my things. I blocked both of them. I moved back to Austin on my own. And now, I don't know if I'll ever trust again. Let's just take a moment to process this. This wasn't just a betrayal. It was betrayal from both sides, romantic and familial. Jake didn't just cheat on his girlfriend. Rachel didn't just betray her sister. They chose to lie, over and over again. And they did it together. There's something extra cruel about knowing someone is innocent, knowing they trust you, and still choosing to hurt them. Now let's break down the layers here. The sister's role. Rachel didn't make a mistake. She didn't fall in love by accident. She pursued her sister's boyfriend, kept it a secret, and then gaslit the OP by saying, "You take things for granted." Let's be real. That's not love. That's envy. That's ego. That's malice. And if someone can betray their own blood like that, what does that say about who they really are? Jake, the serial liar? Jake had the audacity to flirt, send explicit messages, and even say she was too naive to notice. Like it was a game. He wasn't just cheating. He was mocking her trust. This is the kind of man who doesn't just break hearts. He plays with them. Trust shattered. What happens now? Let's talk about OP. This girl thought she was getting engaged soon. She was in love. She shared a home, a future. And suddenly, the people she trusted most were the ones pulling the rug out from under her. The emotional damage here? That's deep. This isn't something you get over in a few weeks. This is trauma-level betrayal. The kind that rewires how you love, how you trust, and how you protect yourself from now on. What Rachel and Jake did wasn't just selfish, it was cruel, calculated, cowardly. And if you ask me, OP didn't just dodge a bullet. She dodged a whole grenade. All right, folks, buckle up. Because Reddit did not hold back on this one. The moment this story hit r/true off my chest and r/relationship advice, it absolutely exploded. Thousands of comments, hundreds of angry emojis, and more shade than a thunderstorm in New York. Let's check out the most savage, most supportive, and most shocking replies from the internet. Comment number 1 from u/spill, the thesis 99. Your sister isn't a golden child. She's a gold-plated snake. She can keep your trash boyfriend. They deserve each other in hell. 38.2K likes. Honestly? I felt that burn from here. You know someone messed up when Reddit starts crafting metaphors just to drag them better. Comment number 2 from u/frosted cactus. This is not just betrayal. This is psychological warfare. You don't come back from something like this without scars. 24.7K likes facts. And it's why healing from this kind of betrayal doesn't come with a timeline. It comes with therapy. Comment number 3 from u/just here for chaos. Imagine sleeping with your sister's boyfriend, thinking you're the main character, when really you're the villain in everyone's story. 19.3 thousand likes. I mean, Where's the lie? This isn't a Netflix love triangle. This is a Greek tragedy with bad texting habits. Comment number 4, from you/healing. In progress. You did the right thing walking away. You lost 2 people, but you gained peace. That's worth everything. Thumbs up, 14.6 thousand likes. Let's give this commenter a virtual hug. Because sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is let go. Comment number 5, from you/Savage Mode Mom. Your ex and your sister deserve each other, mainly because they both clearly lack integrity, loyalty, and brain cells. 31.1 thousand likes. Okay, but tell me that didn't hit like a steel chair in a WWE match. So, what do you think? Can you forgive a betrayal like this? Have you ever been stabbed in the back by someone inside your own family? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like this video if you think Rachel and Jake should be exiled to the island of the untrustworthy.